The signs I have been looking for seem harder to find. The evidence of the divine seems farther away, harder to investigate, harder to connect to. And I am reminded of the angels and their wings that do not move. And it is a kind of interesting thought that the angels are in a way seemingly stationary, but yet they are in constant movement. But it is not through the flapping of wings, or the beating of the air, maybe, or the sculling of the birds. It is wings of connection to the divine hierarchy. And the stronger the connection the angels have with the beings of time and space, that would be us, the nearer they are. And when we, the beings of the world of time and space, spend less time concentrating on the angels, they are farther away. They gravitate toward the divine. And their message to us is harder to figure out, harder to discern. Visions are more scarce. And it is up to us to then refocus our concentration, our meditation, on the fact of the angels and what they bring to us. And one of the things that they bring is they bring an understanding of the illusion of time and space. They make it very clear that time and space are here only to be able to manifest the difference between good and evil with the beings that occupy time and space, with the beings who are supposed to be here. So our job is to spend more time concentrating and meditating and reflecting on our connection with the angels rather than the problems that are encountered by time and space. There are many problems in time and space. The world that we live is filled with them. It is horrific what we see around us. And it is the product of life in an illusion. And it is a very painful existence in an illusion. It's hard to stay focused. It's hard to concentrate. It's painful because we are manifested in an illusory world. But we are nevertheless manifested. So our beingness is real, but the reality around us is illusory. It's quite a thing to think about. So when we are consumed by the facts of the illusion we live, and we are fixated, we are less able to concentrate on the connection we have with our angel. So angels are found in many places. Of course, it is well known that there are angels of the nations. And I find that to be quite comforting because there is a connection there which validates the fact of nationhood. It's in contrast to a global world. So the angels themselves find in us nations, and that is a sacred thing. And I like that. So what I'm suggesting that we redo or renew is our connection with our angel, and that means meditating on our angel to enhance that connection so that the psychic power of our meditation draws angels closer to us. And that psychic power, that psychic energy is what powers creation. So there is a harmony that comes from that connection that we have with the divine, and there is the chaos that comes from the connection with the world of time and space as our only connection. So when we are only connected to the world of time and space and the manifestations that we work, that is a dismal thing. That is chaos. That is all sorts of trouble. So the psychic power, the psychic energy of our meditations, as we concentrate on our angel, is really a powerful way to draw our angels more closely to the world we live, and thereby allowing us to formulate a contrast to be able to understand the nature of the illusion by which we live. And it is an illusion created specifically so that we can begin to grasp the nature of good and evil. We called it forth. We called forth the reality that we live, the illusion that we live in, because we elected to know good and evil. But we are not getting to know good and evil on the terms that we would like. The divine has set the terms. And we, as through the willingness to listen to the prince of this world, allowed that to occur. So we were, in fact, fooled into thinking that we could, in fact, be the vehicle by which good and evil is understood. That is really foolish, because it is the divine which sets the parameters by which good and evil are understood. It is not a thing of human beings or the prince of this world to establish. The divine establishes that criteria, that understanding, that knowledge, that wisdom. That's where it is in the divine. And so we must live in this illusion to work through how we can restore our relationship with the divine so that we no longer need to live in illusion. Right now, living in illusion is a necessity because our connection is too weak. There's no opportunity there to refurbish that connection in the context that most of us know. So my thought on this is that there is a way to reestablish that connection, and it is through the understanding of a weird word, grace, to enter into a new relationship, which is surrendering our understandings that we had brought to this moment and saying, well, those don't work. We're not going to understand the nature of good and evil through the context of time and space. This is not going to happen. So that means we have to find another way. And that is the path of Yeshua. And that is using the angels that are naturally part of who we are to guide us, to establish that angel connection. And so that our angel unites with us. And in that uniting, there is a new being created, a resurrected being. And that's the one that I wish all of us would begin to pursue and to yearn for and to long for. And it is that yearning and longing which draws our angels closer to us and allows us to open ourselves up to a new connection with our angel. Amen.